Minecraft newly unmuted, and we are going to be jumping right back in. Once I get situated, I actually should have given myself like 2 more minutes on the time estimate, but it's all good. For there is treasure hunting and archaeology to be done. There is much to do. First of all, though, I should build a chest. I got acacia wood in here somewhere, don't I? Don't I? These are questions. Because without a chest, this is all going to be incredibly frustrating, and we will just make it moderately frustrating instead. By putting all of these things inside of the chest, which we theoretically want, but definitely don't want in my inventory right now. And the bow I don't want at all, that just sort of crept in there, as it does. Alright, so all this stuff we do want, ish. And none of the other things. But the archaeology is here, and we're going to take some fall damage while on our way to it. The dolphin thinks it'll be funny to give us a bit of a boost, and he's not wrong. This is suspicious, so we're going to dig upon it. Looks like we're going to get a little gold particle, so very disappointing. The dolphin trying to have a little laugh again. But we're going to get another wooden hoe there, it looks like. Very, very disappointing. But they cannot all be winners. No, they certainly cannot. Here we'll get some wheat. That's also not a winner. And the one that fell and broke was suspicious, so I messed that up. But we get a buried treasure map, so we don't mess that up. The wheat we might as well collect, since if we get a lot of it, we can turn it into a hay bale. And I was thinking, I don't have food, but then I remembered I got like 100 hay on me, so we really have a lot of food. But it's time to get to brushing once more, in hopes of finding Doug, but actually just finding yet another hoe. Alas. Alright. Either we ruined what there was or we found all of it, so that's good. And now we will move on to this bigger one, which is the one that we saw in the first place. We still have some inventory space, which is very inspiring. Is this going to be a suspicious gravel one? No, that's just normal gravel. But we need to find something that rouses suspicion. And this map won't do it. We've probably already been there. It looks like we've already been there, but you know, we'll check it out. None of this sand looks suspicious at all. Nor the gravel. Perhaps this is a place beyond suspicion. We will move on to the next segment in hopes of finding suspicious things. Here's something suspicious. It's going to be a pottery shard, which is good. Not the best, but good. And it's good that we're doing this while we still need a trident, and not, you know, when we don't. A gold helmet, very nice. We'll be able to use that for our nether traveling whenever we get around to that. If we do it that way. But another pottery shard, good. And I think there's one here too. Looks like we're just going to get an emerald from it, which is underwhelming. I lost or left the torch, the lantern somewhere, so we're not going to get that. But what we will do is put the bed here on top of the archaeology site and sleep in it, because that's the sort of gangster stuff that I do now. Now, that doesn't make drowned spawned, but archaeology more important than drowned. Finding Doug is much more important than satisfying our curiosity about the past in other ways, like where did the trident come from? Where is it going? How did it get there? Etc. Is that suspicious? No, it is merely gravel. This is suspicious, though. And, our interrogation of the natural world yields us some coal, but here's another suspicion. And we will get a iron axe for it, an iron axe for it, which would be fine, you know, if you needed one. Which I don't exactly. But, you know, good effort all the same. It totally looks pretty similar to that map that we've already satisfied in the past. Doesn't mean it goes to the same place. But it is suspicious. What is not suspicious is me jumping into this boat. It is totally reasonable. Some lame boots, some random things. Here, another fun little boat in miniature. You'll have to crack through it to find the treasures beneath. No, not really. I don't think there's any generating on this side. So it's just that chest and a one chest boat. Because there would be one over here normally. Yeah, no, see, this is the keel here, so it wouldn't be underneath this point. But I guess it could extend out a little bit further here. But I don't know if we're going to find a chest in it. Still, what is the point of adventuring if you're not going to find out the boundaries of the boat? I think we have found the boundaries of the boat. We have satisfied the point of adventuring. And although we find no more chests, still, armed with new knowledge, we will go to this chest and put the trash that we don't want into it, so that the next adventurer can be disappointed. And I left my boat somewhere. Hi, Natasha. Alright, that's an archaeology site there peeking out of the water. Have I been there yet? These are questions. I don't know. Let's just swim. Along the way, there may be drowned or other underwater curiosities. It's hard to say unless you're beneath the surface what you might find. But yeah, just streaming for a little bit here. Got work. I only have like 30 minutes total, but you know, probably like 20 more. But I figured, why ever make a video again for hardcore, you know? Hello, James. Alright, I thought there was going to be an archaeology thing. It looks like we either overshot it or we were just interpreting something else. It's going good. We're just swimming around and trying to find a sniffer egg. Trying to get all of our old friends back together. Now that the Ender Dragon is dead, it's time to reassemble the crew. Alright, so I don't think we're ever going to find this treasure map, but that's okay. I also am pretty sure I have enough to make a boat in my inventory, but that's not the point. The point is that I would like a trident. Or to arrive at this thing, which is either another portal or an archaeology site, and oh man, I hope it's one or the other, and not both. Oh, it was a shipwreck. I saw this shipwreck floating on the surface of the water. I guess it renders before all of these other kelp things do. And I was certain. I'm from Arkansas, James. But I was certain that this was going to be what I was looking for, but instead we get another map. Is it a different map? It's the same map. Every single map wants me to go to this place, and I think I've already been there. But I saw another chest in the lower level, so we're going to drop down there and zoom in here to find the treasure chest, where we'll get a bit of iron and a little bit of lapis. Really underwhelming. It would be so cool early in the game, but now that basically every time I hit iron, it becomes a lot of iron, it's almost more effective to actually gather resources. Shudder to think. But let's just go in this direction. It's roughly in the direction of home. We'll go around this side of the mountain that might... Shipwreck on a cliff, you say? I don't see a shipwreck on a cliff. Anyway, we're going to keep on going this way. But I really like these badlands over here, so we're going to go in this direction. It looks like there's a village or something. I don't think this is the exact way we came in. I think we came in from that direction over where the jungle is. So this way will let us see a little bit more of the Badlands, and then also we might try to make another portal there for traveling home. There's a floating brick here. How did it get here? From whence did it come? Alright, so none of those questions are going to be answerable. Yeah, the one that I found. I see. Yes. And then we've got little tiny floating islands there. Man, I really need to find where my amethyst is so I can get a spyglass. I miss my spyglass. But I got distracted by seeing that I could go down here. So we're going to go down and see what we get. How far do we get? -6. Pretty good. We could find diamonds here or something, potentially. I do love a good diamond. Redstone, just as good. And it provides light. Man, the efficiency 5 just churns through it. We'll just peek in our heads here real quick. Gold! Now, gold I can definitely never get enough of. It makes me sick thinking of all those piglin trades I did. Like, all of that gold could have been powered rails. Y'all, like, it just makes me sick to think of all the garbage blackstone and string and the like that I had to accept on my quest to beat the game when I could have been making powered rails all along. But I mean, I also thought I was going to die, so it seemed like a good idea at the time. A little bit more iron. Can never, ever, ever have enough iron. You know, I just might say that, but I mean, what do I need them for, right? I need to get mending on my pants is what I need. It's the only piece of armor. Without it, I need to get unbreaking for my shield and mending for my shield, but that could wait for when we're at home. The perfecting of armor, and obviously I need a much better axe and mending on the shovel. You know, there's stuff we need, so we could use diamonds for that. We're gonna go over here to the entrance of the Badlands and see what's going on there. I think I left all of my stuff in that one, all of my like random, not all my stuff, but all of my random, you know, cobblestone garbage in the one. Alright, so all of these want us to go to this, but I'm pretty sure it's just the one that we went to on the beach over there. But we're going to toss a couple of these. We're going to bundle up some of this. Bundle's already full. We're going to... Alright, see? So much better. Now all of the things are in the bundles just where they want to be. Unless they aren't. And I didn't run over the maps and pick them back up. But the rain stops as we enter a savanna, as it always does. And ooh, an armadillo! Isn't it, Scoot? And we have picked up our first scoots. Broken the brush. I'll make another one if I find another archaeology site along the way. What is that? That doesn't look like it. That does not look like a village. It looks like something weirder. It looks like a ruin of some kind. Got to check it out. Drowned gurgles. Got to punch him in the face for justice. They eat the brush, that makes sense, yeah. They run through the whole thing. Oh my goodness! Look! Man, he really tanked those shots. He tanked a creeper explosion plus me hitting him one time with a fine sword. But yeah, look at that. That's a, it looks like there's like a mouth. We've got an acacia village here. It is not part of it. The acacia village does extend out into the desert here. Well, you know what that means. It's time to see if they need a hero for anything. And by that I mean to pull out the iron hoe and claim some tribute real quick. Often when claiming tribute, the need for a hero will arise. Some desert bunnies there, very cool. This is a huge village, and man, if I had spawned like right here, would I have ever left? Hard to say. Probably a lava pool over there, but it's a very lovely village. And in clearing out some of these miscreants, I feel like I certainly have lived up to my obligations here. We got 2 skellies. Alright, yeah, we definitely need to do some more cleaning up of the riffraff here. This one even thinks he's people. He's wearing a hat. But we have shuffled him off. He is no longer under any such delusions about his personhood. And look, more tributes! My goodness, they have 1 million! We're gonna return home with enough hay for, like, you know, maybe this is why people don't farm as much wheat as I do. But I mean, the farming of wheat is not about getting the wheat at the end. That's just a way of keeping score. And honestly, a boring way of keeping score. You should keep score in happiness. Okay, I can die if I don't look around well. Got it. Pay attention. Diamond horse armor. Might as well. I left my other one somewhere. Alright. Where was it at? There was it at. I definitely have not seen anything like that before. And when I blocked that creeper, you probably said to yourself, I've never seen anything like that before either. Okay, but first, before we go, we definitely have to do some defending of this village, because man, are they in a state. They've got a zombie with a hat, they've got a zombie that's hatless, they've got a zombie with a hat that's made out of a rag. There's a lot going on here. He is a ragged zombie. His shirt, it looks like he tried to tuck it in, but he, like, fastened it improperly. Who among us has not been there, right? This creeper thinks we're going to have a fair fight, but I'm just going to third person snipe him. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to discard some of this junk into the water and back away before it makes me pick it up. Alright. Let's head out towards this area. It's very decorative. It's certainly designed to draw the eye, right? Looks like there might be a boss there, but I don't think so, because you probably would have said, there's a boss, you just told me to be careful and look around. So I don't think there'll be like a big baddie. Oh, look, it looks like a little frog eyes to get in. It's definitely saying, look, walk in here. Or it's saying, danger, nothing good here. This is not a place of honor. Look around the periphery real quick. Man, this is such a cool landscape. Ah, there's an entrance there, little pyramid ziggurat. Looks like there's a large ruined nether portal over there, so we could use that one to try to get out and go home. There won't be terribly far to go. You're living in one of these places in your hardcore world? Cool. There's a witch over there. This would be a really good place to live for fighting a lot of enemies, right? Because you have crazy high visibility, and there's a bunch of really flat land. It just lets you casually pick them off from a distance, feel good about yourself, and pop the witches. But I think we're going to lay down and try to explore this place in the daytime. Of course, we can't do that right now, because the zombies are pouring out. The zombies are repeatedly spawning right there. Will it let me sleep this close to a skeleton? He misses. He tries to shoot us to wake us up, but we're laying down. He can't get the hit. And we crack his jaw right open. Alright. This creeper is trying to be an issue. And when the daylight comes, you still get to pick up all of the stuff. You just don't get experience. So that would actually be a pretty funny way to get a lot of bones. Like, if you were in the early game and you were afraid of going out. Alright, so we don't want to destroy too much of it because we want to explore it. And we need to be looking around carefully. Tripwires, pressure plates, traps. Because the thing about a thing that looks like a pyramid is it would make a lot of sense if it tried to kill you for going inside, wouldn't it? Ah, alright, so this, it's all centered around right here. You've got, and this is an entrance that goes down. So the entrance here goes here. The light would go there to the center, so we might break that open and go down. We'll just take a look around by going down this way first. Is there something here? Nope, this is just a way up to this side. So it's all leading to this area, it looks like. Every entrance just leads there. So why don't we not go that way and see if we can go down instead into the center without following the pathway that it is set out for us. Ah! Looks like we have found something. So it's another symbol like there was higher up. Alright, so underneath that one, there's one here to the side. Let me go get my water again. I might get into an awkward situation and want to swim up, because I don't know how far down this goes. There was suspicious sand in there? Oh, no, you're joking. I didn't even... Oh, man. That's... What a gigantic bummer. Man. Ah, and you warned me. You warned me to look around, and I just... Ah, man. That's so obnoxious. And I just ruined the whole thing. Oh, well. Do I have some coal somewhere? I need to make torches. Yeah, maybe there's still some. It doesn't really look like it, though. Oh, the danger is falling down all the way there. Thankfully, we have our water, so we won't have to take fall damage when we go down. Yeah, that'd be funny. You dig down, and then you just crack all the way down there onto the bottom. That'd be pretty funny stuff. And they've got some chests here. A Book of Silk Touch, that's pretty excellent. We actually really need one of those. What? Oh, no, 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 I'm gonna die. What happened? What? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. In conclusion, that chest was trapped, and I'm lucky to be alive, probably. But we'll try to look further around down there. You told me to be careful, and, well... I wasn't careful. Alright, is anything left? We've got a huge, vast opening down here, but I don't think there's anything left. Did all the chests get popped? At least I got the one Book of Silk Touch. There is a pressure plate, and, well, you know, I didn't know there was one. I was just given ideas about what there could be in the temple, and then I got excited. So, in conclusion, yeah, it looks like that's what there is, and I ruined it. Well, because of my water, I survived. Oh, well, you know, my habit of throwing water down everywhere has always served me well, and it's good to know it did again. So there must have been bombs. Because the whole thing dropped out there. So there must have been, like, a bomb set to the pressure plate. Pretty funny, pretty funny. I mean, not if I would have died, it would have been funny too. But not in the same way. So this place was cool, and now I've ruined it, so I'm just going to keep on hacking my way through. But alright, yeah, so, in conclusion, definitely need to be much more careful about the pressure plates in these places. And the water is good. I think that's probably all there is here, but, well, man, that would have been a funny way to die, right after you told me to be careful. And, Well, it's all good. We lived. We lived. And now we know in deserts, we can find places like this, which can be, you know, sources of things. And we got one Silk Touch book out of it. And we need a Silk Touch for an extra pick to carry with us, because the Ender chest, when you use Silk Touch pick, I guess it stays in there. You say when I jumped there, you thought it was over, but it would have been for sure without it. Yeah, I mean, it took me down to, what, like 3 or 4 hearts, so the water, if you say it reduced some of the damage, and then my armor or prot would have reduced some of the damage, yeah, that would have been like a quadruple kill without it. Bad way to go. They'd be easy to see from relatively far away. You don't see the orange from every angle, but it shows up pretty well. So anytime you see a desert, you know, they may not be common, I'm not sure. But if you just like sort of gave a quick drive-by, you'd probably be able to see if one of those temples was around. And I'm just heading this way because I thought I saw another portal-ish in this direction-ish. Yeah, and also it's sort of on my way home anyway. Or rather, it is more or less on my way home. And then we'll be able to, he dropped a scoop when he fell in the water, I guess. We'll just pick that up. Need to get some water real quick so we can mine that gold block. And by get some water, I mean fall into the water. Why wouldn't I mean that? And after all that, it still almost fell right into the lava. A golden apple, most excellent. A golden hoe efficiency 5, pretty funny. Alright, so. You think the water pulled the TNT down so it didn't hit me? Ah. So it's probably like underneath, because I saw the whole floor fall out. So yeah, you drop down there, and if you're not careful, you just like walk right into it. Or if you're not careful and you're me, you take something out of a chest and then, yep, well, silly. Don't know how to go around that. I guess if there's a pressure plate, you could try to disable it, but I don't know how that works exactly. Or you could like go underneath it and try to mine the TNT, but I don't know if you can mine TNT. I don't know if you just blow it up or not. But in any case, that'll be it for the stream. Man, I nearly died. Funny stuff. And right after you told me to be careful too, proving that I am incapable of taking good advice, as if I needed more evidence of this. Footsteps. Outrageous. This is a dumb place for a hay bale, and it won't even work because these things are slabs. Alright. So now I could get in if I had flint and steel, if I had flint. Yeah, I hear you. I just don't... Okay, he was crawling on top of the nether portal. It must have spawned on top of it. That's pretty funny. And the zombie pushed me out of the nether portal and down there. Can zombies go in the nether? We'll find out today. We load terrain, we start blocking. Alright, so we are here in a little room with a bunch of fires to put out. Perhaps they got started from the nether portal happening, perhaps not. It's still bright enough in here. And we're at 190, so we only need to go like 200 blocks that way, and we'll be at the spawn portal-ish. But we're going to go ahead and end the video now because I have got to go to work. I got to put the cookies up and all of that. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed me ignoring all warnings and acting almost catastrophically stupid. But the good habit of always putting water down, which I basically always do whenever I'm exploring, saved me that time, as it has saved me many times before. So, let that be a lesson to me to keep on with good habits whenever they exist. But yes, it is a much better portal than the flying one. It's at 63, just like we were. And we'll be able to just move straight forward this way for a bit, and we'll get home before we know it. I might go out and grab some cobble. But anyway, that's it.